FetLife. If you ever want to start something in kink or you want to explore, you have to be on FetLife. I would love to introduce you a bit in how to use it in a way that it will get you what you want. I use it a lot, but when I started with kink, I was already seeing someone, so I never used it for dating. For me, it was such an enormous source of knowledge. There are about 12 million people there, and loads of them are very active. So it's very possible to find information on kinks, on things you want to try. If you have questions, if you have doubts, if you have fears, there's a place for everyone. But you want to keep it safe also, and you want to stay safe. So there's a few things that you should really take into account. I just would love to show you a bit on how the program is working, what you can find there. What's FetLife? FetLife is Facebook for kinksters. You can share here information that you cannot share on Facebook. About your journey, about what you learned. You can find people who have similar struggles in their relationship. It's possible to find a partner also if you don't have one. I really like it to connect with other people. If you're dominant and you're looking for information, there is a group on FetLife where you can ask submissive questions on what is it like to be punished, for instance. So if there's anything that you are uncertain about or you just want to know more about, I can totally recommend to be part of that group. It's very, very important if you create a profile that you are very clear on who you are. I can imagine that especially in the beginning it's scary to see what you can post on it. So I'm just going to show you my own profile. I also put a picture on it that doesn't have my face in it. I have it for a few years now, and especially in the beginning there, I was really not looking forward to anyone that I knew who would be able to see who I was. So I posted a picture where you can't see my face. I really don't like to have people putting their meat in my face. So if you're sending me a friendship request and all I see is a dick pic, I will probably ignore it. I would recommend not to start with it. What is very important is that you put here a bit of information about yourself. I'm going to show you a little bit how that works. There's a lot of information. You can put in what gender you have. There's a lot of options here. Sexual orientation, also a lot of options. Just have a look. And I mean, there's options in it that I don't even know what it is. But I presume that if it's relevant for you, you will know what it is and it might be interesting for you. There's one that I would like to go into, and that's the role. If you're a dominant, there are so many different types of dominance. A dominant or a dom. But there's also master and mistress. And you can just be a top, or you can be mainly a sadist. This is something that you have to look into what relates the most for you. And here you can say how active you are. This is also important if you fill in your profile. Make sure that you fill in also what you're looking for. I must warn you, in my experience, a lot of people don't read very well. In my looking for it just as a friendship and events, and I get so many requests for people who want to play with me or want me to be their slave. A tip for you, if you want to send somebody a message, read the fucking profile. It's not that hard, but it shows that you're genuinely interested. About me, write a little bit about yourself. Mine is pretty extended. It's not obligated. You can choose whatever you post in it, even if you do just one line. But this is the part where you can just show a bit of yourself. And also why you are here on FetLife. I would like to show you a little bit about the groups. If you are dominant and you're looking for information, I think this group, Ask Us Submissive Questions, is a very good group for you. If you go to a group, first of all, what you have to do is you have to join group. It says now leave group, but you have to go join group. Before you do, read the rules. It's very specific what you can post, what you cannot post, and who can post. Read it and follow the guidelines. They're so strict because they want to keep this safe environment. It's vulnerable stuff, and people are being vulnerable here. It's going to give you a fantastic place to also be vulnerable, but then please also keep to the rules. If you're a little bit more experienced, then the next group that is for you is Ask a Dominant Questions, and there you can share your experience as a dom. It's very much appreciated if you're going to share also your knowledge and your wisdom, because others can learn from you. One thing to take into account is that it's not that your truth is the only truth. Everybody has his own relationship. There is no right or wrong, and everybody has the right also to have a relationship that's different from yours. Don't judge, and don't feel judged if somebody else does. And there's so much knowledge and wisdom that you can get here. One of the things that I really like is, the groups. I think the groups are fantastic. Just go there and search for it. It doesn't matter what you search for. If you put in, let's say, what's a typical dominant thing to do? Let's say horse riding. Type in horse riding. See. Oh. Where do you go? There's groups for people who love to be a horse and be ridden. What do you do? Wooden pony, of course. But there's also a group for kinksters who have a passion for riding and working with horses, and kinky people who love horses. There's a group for everyone here. I love this. So use it for your own advantage. Make friends, find friends. I would suggest if you go online on FetLife, this is a very nice way to get to know people in a group, start to interact with them, see if you can find a bit of common interest, and you're going to create those connections already. If you think this video is valuable, then please hit the like button below and subscribe to my channel if you want more updates. If you are looking for a relationship and you would love to have a submissive, also for that, FetLife is fantastic. You can use it. So make sure that you post an ad in the groups that are specifically for those searches. If you are sending somebody a message, dominance is something that you have to earn. As long as you don't have a relationship with somebody that is established as dominant and submissive in any shape or form, it means that your relationship is equal. Treat somebody as equal. So be respectful. Some dominants are scared to show their vulnerability and to show that also they can be sometimes insecure or not knowing something. And that's fine. And here you can. There will be people who will judge you for it and will tell you, oh, come on, please. And they will tell you, you don't have a real DS relationship because I had that like a couple of weeks ago. We are struggling with something in our relationship, and I posted a question about it. And I got answers from somebody who says, yeah, come on, you cannot take yourself seriously as a dominant, as a submissive. That's just playmates. And that's someone he didn't have a clue. So I would like to suggest that you first listen to somebody, ask questions before you judge. So I hope this will help you in creating for you a wonderful experience. I support FetLife. It's a free platform. You don't have to pay for it. You can just create your profile, but it's free. FetLife is creating for me a safe environment where I can just be completely the side of me that I'm not showing to everyone. And this is a safe place. If you have a submissive, FetLife is fantastic to do research. For instance, if you want your submissive to do some research on deep throating, on anal play, on needle play, on sounding, on water sports, it doesn't matter. Anything that you think that would be nice to explore and you would love to see if she's in it, or if you think that it might be something that she might enjoy, it's great to do some research to see if she can connect to people that have experience with it. And then FetLife is also fantastic. It's a source of wisdom and knowledge, and you should use it. Maybe you can create an assignment for your submissive and tell her to do some research on a topic that you would like to know more about. She can get into FetLife, and there is so many information there. So that would be great. And it will give her the information she needs to find out if she likes it or not. Wishing you a lot of fun with this platform.